go ahead and dive into the panel discussion right now. And the reason why we have this panel discussion, because a lot of times, when people first get started in entrepreneurship, business, sometimes they think it's easy, right? And when they get hit with an obstacle, sometimes they don't know how to overcome it because they think that everything will be a smooth road. It's not always like that, right? Can we be transparent and be real? Yeah. And this is why mindset is very important, right? Because a lot of times you may have beliefs that are not true. So everything you have right now that you learn about business, that you learn about just some things, a little bit about life, you may have to unlearn some of those things to relearn some things. That make sense? All right, so we're going to go through these questions that we're going to ask.
I'm Toro, and you all heard me speak earlier today. I am a professional speaker. I also host, MC, and coach. I do workshops and keynotes, and I'm newer to the entrepreneurial space, but I went 100% in when I left corporate. So I'm about to hit my year mark soon.
Let's go. Let's give another round of applause for the panelists. So we're going to ask a couple questions. So we're going to start with this first question, right? The struggles. Like, can you share one challenge you faced on your journey through entrepreneurship?
Where do I start? I would say at the beginning it was a culture shock. And it was getting used to that moment of, okay, so I'm not going to get that regular paycheck. And I don't know when the next one's coming in. And I have to become comfortable with asking for money. That was something that at the beginning I was like, But you have to know your worth, you have to know your value, and you have to be able to have those business conversations because you will not be able to spread your joy in what you do unless you have the resources to continue to move forward. So,
the other question I want to ask is, what's one piece of advice would you guys share someone that's starting off in their entrepreneurship journey?
Good one.
Be open-minded. You have no idea what you are getting yourself into at all until you're in it. And then you gotta say, I've come this far, I can't just come this far. And I would also say, have delusion like you're Jennifer Lopez. Thank you, somebody got it. Because it is that, I can do this, I got this, ain't nobody better than me, I'm gonna do this. You have to just be so down with you. So be delusional in all the right ways and just hold on for the ride because you are about to walk in paths you've never walked before, and it can actually be really exhilarating. There can be a lot of positive to it. There's gonna be the bumps in the road, but just be open because you have no idea what comes next, and that's like half the fun.
How important would you say it is for entrepreneurs to invest into themselves for personal and professional development?
Without question, you need to invest in yourself. Without question. You are expecting huge returns and you haven't put any money in. When you decide you're going to invest in yourself, you know what you do? You commit. You know what you have? Someone to push you forward. You know what you get? Knowledge. Mentorship collapses time. Mentorship, I'm saying the word all crazy right now, collapses time. So if you want to sit here and mess around for the next 3 years, when you could have just paid somebody that could have gotten it, you could have gotten it solid in 3 to 6 months, then you got to ask yourself what's more important. You're going to pay one way or another. You're either going to pay with your time or you're going to pay with some money. So you got to ask yourself what's more important.
What's one last advice you want to share real quick? Come on.
There is a struggle that all entrepreneurs will go through. And it looks different, but there is this point where you have to break through. And you can consider it your hero journey. A lot of people look at it like that. But if you quit before you finish, you're still going to have to learn that lesson when you try again. So you have to ask yourself, am I going to break through and I'm going to get all the way to the other side? Or am I going to go back? Because you're just going to have to start over again. And you're still going to have to push through. So decide, bull through it, and just don't quit.
Awesome. Let's give another round of applause to the panelists. Great value. Thank you. Definitely appreciate you guys.